questions to ask throughout a campaign with the confidence rising. I told WDF don't switch, good times are coming on even deep diving. Fan cams, reactions, watch along, still the pride of London thriving. The Eagles of South, they flying. Keep your eyes on us, we ain't hiding.
Have you got a player at your club that's so bad that he can't score for love or money? Well, luckily for you, there's a football club that will take care of that for you with absolutely no fees necessary to pay. And you might be thinking to yourself, wait, what kind of club was that? Well, luckily for you, that club is called Charity Professional Football Club. We excel at making bang average footballers look like world beaters. For more information, call us on 0800 1861 1905. That number again is 0800 1861 1905.
That sums us up, boy. That sums us up.
Charity Professional Football Club is back on Sunday, and I'm going to be there, and I'm going to vlog it for you for the low price of no pounds, and we're going to get smashed.
JC, I think you might be giving us too much credit.
You don't know our club.
Have you seen the ad? Did you just watch the advert that just happened? Did you just see the advert or not? Let's be real.
Yeah, dark times, literally dark times. Oh, there goes the mic flying.
Oh man! Anyway, guys, big up. Listen, first and foremost, big up Nate. Like we've been on to him, he's like, get that advert out. So he did the audio, and then trust the legendary editor herself, RHEA, with JC as well. I've got to give him credit too. Compiled that little actual like video clip. So yeah, whenever you hear us playing it, you just know what time it is. We are Charity Professional Football Club, where if you've not scored in over 10, 20, 30 games of football, come play Charity Professional Football Club. And so if you've not won a game in however many games,
if you're retired and you go to the match and you're an opposition fan, come play Charity Professional Football Club. You've never scored in the Premier League, come play Charity Professional Football Club,
where we allow you to get you back on your winning streak.
Your star player just got sent off. Come play Charity Professional Football Club. He'll score anyway, even though he can't play.
Oh man, this is the Chelsea Palace preview, and it's mad that we're both sitting here thinking our club's terrible.
Yeah.
This is officially a mid-table 6-pointer. JC, how you doing, my
guy? I'm good. This we're acting like it's the Spurs preview again. We're going to be arguing. We're going to be arguing with Hanno, saying who's the worst team, same as we did with Spurs. And guess what happened? You haven't scored. Come play Charity Professional Football Club. 4-0 win, easy. It's going to happen again. Mark my words.
So you're saying we can play Alex, he will score?
Easy.
Yeah, we're worried about that. We're actually worried about that.
Put it this way, it's going to be so bad that Mason Mount might score a hat-trick.
I don't know. It's that bad. Last time we scored a hat-trick, it was literally against Norwich. The last time they were in Prime.
Yeah. So, yeah. We'll have to wait and see. Anyway, listen, representing Chelsea, we just want to say big up to Hannah all the way from South Africa. Hanif will be with us shortly as well. And Nippon did get the message. He may click the link tomorrow. Hannah, how you doing, my guy?
I don't know football. I'm great. I'm good. Nothing to complain about. But yeah, how are you two?
Yeah, doing well. Right, we're gonna go for a few comments. We're gonna go for a few comments. Then we're gonna start with Chelsea because
I think it makes it worse. Yeah, the thing that makes it worse about Sunday is Victoria's closed, so I've got to go around another way. So it's going to be long.
That is just. I guess the only plus side is that it's the 2 o'clock kickoff, isn't it? Yeah, so that helps. And such. Well, big up, Lou. I hope you're doing, Lou. Hope you're well. Obviously, check out Louis Tidy's channel. It's going to do a preview tomorrow. Wicked. Hand pink waving.
I think that's meant to be an emoji, but it's just not shown.
Fair enough. Big up RHEA anyway, every time. And thank you, obviously, for the advert. Don't worry, something else is cooking up in the oven real soon as well, boy. Big up to the chairman, Neil. Louis said class advert. It was actually really when it got sent to us earlier on. I was at work and I was cracking up. The kids are like, "So what's so funny?" I was like, "Don't worry, don't worry." Trust me, it was wicked. And a big up Nate. He finally did it. He finally got out there. So big up Henry. Big up UK. Tough times never last. Only tough people do. I hope we use that motto tomorrow on Sunday because we need it. Big up Errol. That was brilliant. Yeah, listen, that's what we're gonna have now. That's our advert. That's our advert. You kept saying Conor Gallagher hasn't scored since playing us the last time. Yeah, he's gonna bag a brace. He's gonna bag a JC brace.
He hasn't had a good performance since playing.
He's playing. Don't worry.
However, the hate he's getting on Twitter is mad.
It's crazy, yeah.
It's mad.
It's like a headless chicken. Him and Mount, Chaka brothers.
Oh gosh. If you not get the trifecta, Mount, Havertz, and Gallagher scoring, then you know we're finished.
Please,
Big up Sean. He's even gone. Yeah, Chelsea's gonna win. He said, "What? Yo, at least respect us a little bit, please." I know we're struggling, but please.
At least make it 5-1. Like, come on now. I want to celebrate, man.
Big up Earth. It says Chelsea and Palace are struggling. What would the score be? Good point. Good point. Big up Essex Eagle. So let's hope Gallagher isn't playing for this game. See, you see, even the community know, like, if you're having a bad game again, bad time. Oh boy. People should chat to Connor. And lastly, Harry Potter at Chelsea has really aged since joining. Yeah, I saw a picture. It looked bad. It did look bad and such. So yeah, big up everyone. Big up, big up, big up. Hanno, before you start, big up, Nate. What you did? Aye, your advert, the voiceover, classic.
Did you just make up the number on the spot?
Oh yeah, 100%. Straight from the wall.
Wait, we should call it.
Call the number.
None of that was scripted. That's the joy of it.
Wait, I can't remember what the number was. Hold on, I'll find that out from WhatsApp. I'll call it live and see if it actually goes through.
If it does, that's hilarious.
I think Hanno's they've got a kind of power outage in South Africa at the moment and such. Yeah, it seems like it's pretty bad and such. What I'll do, Hanno, I'm going to put you in the background for the meantime. Let's talk Palace for a little bit.
Do we have to?
All right, guys, that's it. End of the stream.
How do we... All right, first question. A draw minimum, like a draw, it would actually be a good result, don't you feel?
Yeah, but it won't happen.
Okay, so we're happy if we get a draw. Listen, if we play terrible and leave there with 0-0, I will take the point and such.
You're always taking away point. That's just a general rule, though.
But hypothetically speaking, how could we win this game?
We get a new team. we support a different club.
Well, there's two ways of looking at it. There's hope to God that we actually play well for once, which is a long shot because let's be clear, we haven't played well since I want to say maybe Leeds at home, because there's been a lot of wins that we weren't all that great. We just looked better than the team that we beat. But let's take the game against Chelsea at Selhurst Park, for example. Scored first, got punished with some absolute brain-dead defending, although Thiago Silva should have been sent off, but that's neither here nor there. And then Conor Gallagher comes back to haunt us in a way that we were like, yeah, we saw that coming. But Chelsea right now, they're in problems. And we're not actually in as big problems as we think we are. It's just because we've lost 3 on the spin at home, everybody started to hit the panic button. Oh, we're getting relegated. We're playing Millwall next year. Blah, 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 blah. Nah. Okay, this run of fixtures we've got coming up, yeah, it's a worry. But Chelsea are there to be hit. Look at Fulham. Fulham went at them and had no fear whatsoever. If we step off Chelsea and show them way too much respect, we're getting bopped. But if we try and land a couple of punches early doors, we can put Chelsea a little bit on the back foot. And Aspilicueta is the man to target because, bro, that guy makes Joel Ward look rapid. So this is the one we need to attack. Just run him apart.
If you know,
sorry, Hannah. Just before you say something, disclaimer: the number has 12 digits. It definitely won't go through.
Yeah.
Sorry, Hannah.
I think we saw what Aspi did versus Willian. He played for him. He played with him for 7 years, and still didn't know he should go at him and try and win the ball versus Willian. So, and Willian actually outpaced him in that game. So, your way. Who's on the left for you?
Wilf. Zaha.
Hopefully.
Let him do. Can't you guys switch strikers? Let him play on the left, something like that.
Well, he plays on the left, and then it's Elise on the right. So
hopefully.
Yeah, I will emphasize it more than Elise. So yeah, leave Elise that side. No, it's good.
Right, things can't be that bad at Chelsea, can they, Hannah? I mean, your record loan signing, I think that could be correct. Is it 11 mil? Had a very eventful debut.
His 6-month loan is now 5.
That's quality.
So Rich, we have 11 players out injured, and we got what's our injury thing? I saw it somewhere. 11 players injured, so many. It's hard to count. We got Zakaria, who's been one of our best midfielders. He's out. Out injured, got picked up a knock. João Felix is also now out. He's back in a month. So who else? We got Rhys James, of course, he's out. We got of course, well, it's I keep forgetting them. It's loads. Our only midfield we can go with is either Gallagher in a double pivot or Jorginho or Kovacic or Mount. That's our 4 available midfielders. So I don't really want to play any one of them because
it must be nice having midfield options because we don't know what that's like. We just played Decore and hope to God he can do the job of 3 midfielders. Wait, who's in midfield today? Oh, no, it's fine. Decore's got it. Don't worry. We don't need another midfielder. We got Decore. It's fine. We'll be okay.
How's Edouard doing? How's he been? I know The times I have seen him play, he's been sinking up the place. So I don't know. Has he been, Edward?
I wouldn't say he's stinking up the place. I'd just say he hasn't had a chance.
Yeah,
Well, he
started off the
scored,
season
in
really
the
had
FA
that
Cup game, so he's actually got a goal to his name, which is positive because we actually played a striker for once and scored a goal. So it's like, oh, look at that! You play a striker, you score. Who would have thought football's that simple? Play someone in their position and we score a goal. But then we
Apparently, the fans
decided,
don't know anything.
oh yeah. Apparently, and then we decided, should we give James Ward-Prowse a free kick in Ward-Prowse territory? Nah, be fine. Don't worry about it. And lo and behold, we went full-blown charity professional football club. Was I surprised? No. Was I shocked? No. Was I disappointed? Too many times have I been disappointed. I'm just indifferent to it now. But Edward, he's the best of a bad bunch. But hopefully he finds some goal-scoring form because it's actually annoying having strikers that don't score. It's like, what's on their CV? Because it can't be a goal-scoring record because that's just criminal.
Our injury lists. Mendy,
yeah.
goalkeeper, out. Reece James, out. Fofana, out. Chilwell, out. Raheem Sterling, out. Dennis Zakaria, out. N'Golo Kante, out. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, out. Joe Felix, out with a ban. Amanda Broja, out. Christian Pulisic, out.
Yes! He can't haunt us again. That is beautiful news.
Imagine having all those players out and you can still field the squad.
No, exactly.
Oh, it's terrible being a Chelsea fan. Honestly, it's terrible being a Chelsea fan. I don't know how they do it.
It is.
Yeah,
It is.
exactly.
Champions League football every season. You know what I mean? Listen, we got a feel for them. I mean, they wouldn't last a day in the championship. Let's put it that way.
No, this is it.
Nah.
Put it this way, they wouldn't last a day like in the bottom half of the table, let alone mid-table.
Well, look, you never know. If Uncle Todd's money don't come back to get them back to where they want to be, mid-table might be their destination. Because we've seen, but we'll see. But if Pulisic ain't playing, oh, thank Christ. I can't stand that guy.
Hannah, just a question that's coming in the comments, and then I'll go through some of the other comments that's come through. Now, hypothetically speaking, if we so happen to win 5-0,
if we lose 5-0 into Palace, I'm not Potter out. I'm on the fence with Potter right now. I will switch. He can go out. I don't care. Like 5-0. That just can't be the players.
Let's just say it's a Palace 1-0 win. Do you think the fan base will literally be Potter out, or like how do you think the mood will be?
I think the fan base is split at the moment in 3 parts. One part is Potter out, let the players stay. Other part is let the players go, clear out, let Potter be the man. The other part is let Potter go, get the interim in, and to get us just through the rest of the season, and then in the summer do a clear out. That's what we right now. And so at both situations, chances speaking, Potter could go, but I think Bowley is gonna try and trust him because it's gonna be an egg on his face because he gave Potter a 5-year contract. So it's gonna be an egg on his face if you let him go in the first 5-6 months of his managerial reign. It's gonna look bad on him. But it's a sticky situation. With Potter, where I'm right now, I will give him time, let him clear out. But if this continues, we go down lower and lower. We're now currently 10th. If Villa pick up points, you guys beat us. If you got other guys around our position, and some like a Brentford also pick up more points this weekend, we can go back. We might even reach a 40 points mark, and that's what we're all waiting for. Just to get to that 40-point mark.
Mad.
Right.
Mad. Chelsea
It's
are
not too
looking
bad
for the
for
relegation safety mark. That is mad.
Wow, things are not too bad for us then, I guess.
You know what I mean? Like everybody's been doom and gloom on Palace Twitter. It's like, yo, if Chelsea are sweating the 40-point mark, we ain't got to worry.
Bro,
Oh,
we got our next game is you lot at home. Then we got Liverpool away.
Ouch.
Liverpool are in the
Yep.
same disastrous stuff, but we probably should beat them. I think then there's a week break or something like that. Then we got Fulham at home. Who else? Who's off to Fulham? But that's our 3 games. We could beat you, but then get swept up by Liverpool. Or we could draw with you and lose narrowly against Liverpool, or even beat them. But currently, and we got West Ham away. West Ham away on the 11th. So again, that's an early kickoff game. Then we got the Champions League. Then we got Southampton at home and Tottenham. So realistically, if I'm looking at it, Palace, I'm hoping for one. But I think of what I'm just thinking right now might change tomorrow. I'm thinking a draw. Liverpool wise, we could win you. We could beat them. We couldn't. But that game could go either way. It could be like we perform like we did in the second game against City, where we only lost 1-0. So it could go either way. Fulham, again, it's a late kickoff. Defense going to be up for it. I don't know. We'll be back by then. I think Rich James, I think, should be back for the Fulham game. So yeah. But Louis is correct. Aspie doesn't have legs. I don't want to play him there. Gonna be honest. So yeah, I really don't want to play him. But yeah.
I'm going to move on to Tristan, because I must say, Tristan, yours and Harry's fan cam's got a lot of traction.
I've seen them. Oh, trust me, I've seen them.
Nah, Harry's fan cam is one of the best we've ever
So
had.
No,
funny.
it was. That's
Big
my
up
guy,
Harry,
that's my
by the
guy.
way.
Yeah,
Big
big
up.
up my guy, Harry.
Honestly,
Big up my
like,
guy. Big up my guy.
So passionate, and he just spoke his mind. You know,
I can't
Yeah.
believe he asked me questions. I'm interviewing. Yes, he did.
Oh god, you're gonna get more of them
the
in this
game
room,
went. How do
fellas.
you think the game went? Yo, big man.
Whoa, it's not that deep. Holy crap.
I'm sorry.
Honestly.
I'm sorry. But Tristan, how do you see this game going?
Oh boy, this game, it could go 2 ways. We could go there and shock Chelsea, and then the pressure would be on Potter, and then the fans are going to be like, "We want Potter out because we want Potter out." Or we could do a typical Palace Charity FC and go there and hand the 3 points to Chelsea and lose like 3-0, 4-0. You know what I mean?
Tristan, Charity FC. Ain't that Chelsea? No, there's another word in there, mate. They call themselves Charity FC, but we're a different type of charity out here.
Oh god, what Charity Palace FC? Is that what you mean, isn't it?
Professional.
Oh, professional. Oh, that one. Yeah. You're not wrong. No, but listen, I mean, you got 2 teams here that are under immense pressure, that aren't playing well. They're playing rubbish football. Yeah, that's an interesting question. About Vieira, I'll talk about it another time for me. But look, I'd say this year, if we lose to Chelsea like 1-0, I think you got to look at the other games afterwards we got to decide whether to sack Vieira or to put pressure on the board or to start protesting. Because I look at the results we've had recently. 5 defeats out of 6. That's poor, shocking. It's not good enough. The standards we had last season, you know, with us going to Wembley, with us potentially we should have got in the top 10. Could have even got on Conference League if we wouldn't have dropped as many points as we have. I'm being honest and realistic from my view of it. This season, we haven't moved on. We've gone backwards. We haven't invested. And there's big problems. And they're really starting to get exposed. You got teams like Tottenham finding out our weakness, especially defensively. And, you know, they just took that. They just took their chances. You could say the same with Southampton, even though they were gifted. But a defeat's a defeat. You know what I mean? A defeat is a defeat. And what annoys me is you got teams like. So what annoys me overall is the results. They haven't been good enough. They haven't been clinical and consistent. And I look at other teams, who are consistent. You got Brentford, Fulham, who are like 6th in the table now, close to a Champions League spot. Brighton flying high. They've been in the league for probably they're new teams to the Premier League, like over the last 5 years overall. And we've been in the league for a decade. We haven't moved on one bit. We've been in the same sort of situation, finishing mid-table every season. And it's like our club it's like the ambition of Palace has just completely just gotten just the same old and just become boring. It's like 1 minute, we're talking about getting Europe, and then all because we go backwards this season, like everyone's sort of happy with a mid-table spot or something. And it's like, I want to push on, I want to move on, and we haven't done that this season. And that's what's frustrating me. I look at this game for Sunday, it's going to be a close one. You've got Chelsea, who are 10th in the table. They sit 25, they're on 25 points, 3 points ahead of us. If we were to beat them, we go leveled on points. You know what I mean? So it's a close one. You got two managers under immense pressure. Like I said, both teams aren't playing well. And I really want to give it a go. But I'm not going to lie, it'd just be typical Palace to go there and just hand Chelsea the 3 points. You know, just play awful. I mean, our away form, if you've seen it this season, 2 wins in the Premier season. Like, honestly, it's just, we haven't learned from our mistakes. We're just making too many errors. And it's just like, it's just the same old boring stuff, man. And I'm tired of it. I've gotten to a point where I look at like I said, I look at the fixtures we got coming up. I've written them all off. The 2 games against Man U home and away, the Newcastle game next week, Chelsea this week. I know they got a load of injuries, Chelsea, but they got the quality and I have the home support behind them. And I look at our away form and I just can't see us going there and competing with that and just mentally just being afloat with all of that in the game. And the one game I got my eye on, and that's in a month's time, is against Brighton. That will be the final nail in the coffin, not just for Vieira, but potentially for the club this season. So that's my perspective on it. I'm passionate. I'm diehard. I love this club, man. And I hate the way it's run. I hate the style of football. I'm just not a fan of everything. You know, the transfer situation, John Textor and the American mug screwing us around all over and that. It's just doing my head in. So this is the game. We're either going to have to step up, or if we don't step up, the fans are going to have to do something and intervene and let the players know in our next 2 home games. Because when we got 3 games in a week and you got the 2 home games after this as well, we need a response. If we don't get a response in any of these matches, man, it's all going to go, the wheels are going to come off. I said this against Fulham, the wheels were going to come off, and I wasn't wrong. And I hate that I'm right, but it's just like, I'm really just like looking at the team and I just can't see anything but just like loss after loss. I just want to see a response, something different. That's all I really want to see, man. So that's what I got to say, mate, honestly.
I'll quickly answer Pat's comment because I wanted to let Tristan finish. Vieira in because
currently right now,
we brought him in to change the style of football. We've got too many players here from past regimes, which is why the squad is nowhere near it should be. We haven't invested as properly as we should have in the summer and last January and last summer, right?
Yeah.
As Tristan's alluded to, Harris, Blitzer, and Texter, all 3 of them, question marks on all 3 of them, particularly the 2 American billionaires, where I think we've got the 5th richest owner in the Premier League. You could have fooled me because it looks like we're looking for change down the back of the couch. And this guy's looking to sign every other buyer of a Premier League club. Big man, if you want to leave, sell us to some Qatari club or whoever it is.
Exactly.
Go look for somebody who wants to buy. We're not asking for big money.
I'll look past all the Qatari morals, for some good investment.
Do you know what I mean? Forget about where the money comes from. The money, if it puts us up the table, we don't care about that because football fans need to get over this. Oh, it's blood money, it's oil money. If it wins you trophies and gets you into Europe, are you really going to care?
Look at Newcastle, for example. Look at C.
You know, that money. Look, realistically, if this main stand in and of itself, no point. What's 34,000 going to look like in the Championship when we won't fill it?
Exactly, mate. It'd be like MK Dons Stadium.
Yeah, look, I understand people have looked at the last 3 games, in particular at home, and thought, right, scored 1 goal, conceded 9 in all comps. Our defense is more open than the rest in Amsterdam. I'm not gonna. I don't need to go there, right? We can't score for love or money. So you're thinking, boy, we've got an impossible run of fixtures coming up.
Yeah.
How does Vieira remedy this? He can't, because the quality in the squad, or should I say, the lack of quality in the squad, it's evident. People have been banging the drum. Oh, play Will Hughes instead of Jeffrey Schlupp. Yeah, Hughes had a relatively decent cameo against Southampton, but what did he do? For all this hype of Will Hughes is the answer to our midfield problem, people who were there were telling me he was just Draco Malfoy on a pitch. He wasn't really doing anything. Because how can he? The quality isn't there. Riedewald can't get in the team. He's a defensive midfielder. McCarthy's injured. He's effectively leaving at the end of the season because his time is done. Milivojevic, long past it. We've just sent a couple of youngsters out on loan today, and you're thinking, why didn't we give the kids a run?
Can I say something? I will never understand why we did that. That shows a lack of ambition from Vieira, and that is my big problem with him. He's talking about blooding youngsters through like Rakzaki and Kamari Gordon. I would have loved to see these guys feature this season. Our squad depth is terrible right now, and I'm going to say this, yeah. Our squad depth is appalling, and we've got young players showing a bit of promise and hunger. I guarantee you, they will die to get on that pitch, man. They will show passion. You know what I mean?
Tristan,
go on.
I would agree with you to an extent.
But
you would not want them in a relegation dogfight.
I mean, yeah, there is that, but
that's the only aspect. I'm with you. I would have loved to see is like JKG get a chance. I've been calling for him to get like minutes, but every time he's on the bench, we've played poor.
You're not wrong.
He's going to get so much confidence smashing up League Two at Carlisle. Trust me, he's going to go there, bag bare goals, have a whole year of men's football. Because remember, the 23s to men's football is a huge difference. So trust me, he's going to come back so much better. He's going to score as well because he's more than good enough.
As well.
Same with Phillips. Yeah. Same with Street.
I won't be surprised if Phillips comes and takes one of them starting spots because I am really impressed with him.
He should.
I reckon he'll need another loan first. He'll need a championship go first before the Premier League, I reckon.
Right, my last few points before we do the combined 11. The reason why I will not be Vieira out just yet, by the way, is because of our lack of squad depth. Not only do we have a lack of squad depth, we have a lack of quality. Our starting 11 ain't even all that. When you actually deep it, it's not even all that.
No.
So yes, Vieira may have a selection headache, but whoever we put there, it's going to be an issue, regardless.
I think we heavily overrated some of our players as well. Like Mitchell is so heavily overrated.
No, he is. Edward's way overrated.
I disagree. I disagree with Edward. But I agree with Mateta. I think with Edward, we played a striker, as Nate said earlier, we play a striker and we score. So we can't say that because he hasn't really had a chance and he's just coming back from a knock as well. So I think some of our players are just criminally overrated and we think they're much better than they actually are. And I think
Mitchell
I think bringing in bodies like fullbacks would be a huge reality check when we actually bring in another fullback with quality and we're like, wow, is this what we're actually missing?
Yeah.
Like, for example,
you're not wrong.
Spoiler for Transfer Weekly tonight or tomorrow morning, Bowie would be mad for us.
Oh, yeah, that'd be brilliant.
Yeah.
Because he can play left back and right back, which is versatile, which Vieira likes in his players. And I think whatever place we're struggling with, he'll just fill in there. And he's a great fullback. And I think we'll just see the difference that a good young attacking fullback can do to this team.
Ironically, I will say, as much as I slated him, we need someone like Patrick Van Aanholt in this team, purely for his attacking output. Defensively, he was shocking. We all know that. Yeah. But we're missing an attacking fullback that's not afraid to run a man on the wing.
Can we all agree on a point here? Van Aanholt would have banged under Vieira last season.
I think
yeah. By far.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I'd say.
By far, he would have banged last season. But
we could have possibly played a 3-5-2.
Yeah,
and with Van Aanholt, because Van Aanholt's going, and then he wouldn't have had to worry. He wouldn't have had to worry about defending. And I think that's what PV actually effectively wants to do. I really think he wants us to play 3-5-2 and just have wing backs that just bomb. But
Let me ask you like this here. I'll ask you like this. Are you confident of us signing a single player this window based on current circumstances?
No.
In reality, be honest.
No.
Do you mean sign
No.
or loan? I reckon.
Loan or sign. Yeah, loan or sign or someone. Someone like Jed Spence, for example. Someone like maybe Chalobah from Chelsea. Who's
I
not
don't
really a
think we
fan's
go
favourite
that
right
big
now.
though.
No.
I reckon.
On a loan. I mean, for Chalobah.
Yeah, I know, but I still don't think.
I'm just saying. I mean, who knows?
I've not got much confidence, but I reckon we'll loan someone from the Spanish league, which is going to just be someone to fill up the bench. But that's it. I don't see us doing much else.
I don't want another Victor Camarasa. I'm sorry, I can't handle.
Oh, I forgot about him. Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly who I thought of when answering the question.
Yeah. I see what you're saying, because just looking at the fact that that interview got pulled off the club's media channel, that says it all. Parrish's interview got swiped off the app because it caused uproar, and people were like, okay, fair enough, we don't have a whole bucket of money to spend, but Christ alive, we didn't even spend our transfer budget in the summer. So where's the money gone? Hold up a second.
That's a good point.
I didn't even
Has it
know
been
that.
cited over for texting to buy Leon? Wait a second.
Yeah, and to be fair, that Parish interview, all it's doing is showing there's a lack of ambition. Like, you can't, even if that's true, we can't come out and say that.
Well, it's false now,
We
isn't
can only get loans.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's not good. That ain't gonna go down well with the fans, especially for our next two home games
Not at all.
coming up. There's gonna be
I hope
big
it's the
problems
biggest
coming
bait. I really hope it's the biggest bait for us to say we ain't got no money, so we can buy people for cheaper. That's
You'd
what
want
I
it to
really
be.
hope it is.
You want it to be, because if it isn't and it is actually true, it could cause a lot of problems.
No, it will. I could easily see some protests happening. I won't lie.
But you will get unrest in the more vocal sections of the fan base, particularly the HF. A couple of the boys from Addo, they're not going to take it lightly. There's people in the Arthur Way and the Homestead that will kick off about it. You know what Sellers Park is like when things ain't going well.
Oh, yeah, trust me. The last time I can remember being toxic was when we lost 4-0 to Sunderland, and that was 6 years ago nearly. And I could just see us going on a treacherous run of form. The fact the chairman's come out and said we can only get loan players, like you lot said, it shows a lack of ambition, and it's just not a good sign, and supporters ain't going to take that well. They're going to be like, well, if you got no hope, then why should we have any hope of signing players? Simple as that.
Cool.
Honestly.
Let's move on.
Adam's just going to get a drink. So what we'll do, Tristan, you're going to select the 11 you would like to see on Sunday. And then when Hannah comes back, we'll do like a combined 11.
Sweet.
So who would you like in goal?
Sam Johnson. After that performance from Gaitari needs to be dropped. This is a perfect opportunity for Johnson to start, let's hope Vieira goes to that decision after watching that crap from Gaitari.
Let's hope he's fit, because concerns have been a bit problematic as well.
If Johnson's not fit, stick in Joe Whitworth or Owen Goodman. I don't care. Anyone but want to put me in goal, put Peter Eagle in goal. Put
the geezer that came on the half-time penalty shootout and saved them penalties against Southampton.
Yes.
I got his name.
Yes.
I wouldn't mind him, mate, honestly.
To be fair, big up to Joe Whitworth on the contract extension.
Yeah, big up to Joe Whitworth, man. One of our own.
That.
All right. Tristan, left back.
Mitchell, he's back from suspension. He's an actual left back. We play Ward there. We're going to get patterned 4 or 5-0. Mitchell all day. I hope he comes back, and he's under immense pressure, Mitchell. If he doesn't perform between now and the end of the season, listen, I ain't got no favourites for him. Not Mark Gay. He's not been on form lately. I want him dropped. He needs a rest. I'm going to play Chris Richards alongside Joachim Anderson. I want to see Richards starting 100%.
Richards? Who's that?
Yeah, from Bayern Munich, signed him in the summer for around 10 mil. Right back, the most decent right back we got available is Klein. Ward ain't good enough, and Ferguson's still unfit somehow. Two CDMs. I'm going to go with Hughes and Czech Doucouré. Just to balance the team out, just to make us compact. We need to be solid. If we're open against Chelsea, they're gonna capitulate us, even though they're playing that bad. But they got the players. Cam Eze, it's the only Cam we got, and you know what he's capable on this day. He needs a good game. He needs to sharp for once as well. On the right hand side, I'm gonna go with Michael Elise. If Kamari Gordon was available, I'd drop Elise for Kamari Gordon. But now we've loaned him out. We might as well play Elise. There's the only option we got. Left hand side, the star man Zaha all day. He's due a goal. I think he's the only player that's probably going to cause problems against Chelsea. And Eddie up front, Odds and Edouard, I should say. he's a striker that's actually been scoring goals this season. So if we play a striker, we'll score a goal, like you said, mate. So that is my formation and the team I'm going to go with.
It's not that simple at Palace. It has to be overcomplicated. That's how it's been all season. What's that? If you play someone on the left, they can cross it in on their weaker foot, and we might score a goal. No, that's too complicated. Let's just put Jordan Ayew playing right wing back. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Wait, what's that? Jeffrey Schlupp's not a centre midfielder. Oh shit! Who do we play then? Let me see. Maybe I can put Joel Ward at midfield. No, we tried that once, and he got panned. Shit, who do we play? Anybody? No, look, you know what it is with Palace, but to be fair, that's a pretty decent lineup.
Best one if you go for, in my opinion.
I think for this game specifically, I think I would put Mark in because he is ex-Chelsea, and I think he probably feels some sort of way about it that he never really got a chance at Chelsea, so he'd up his game a bit. And I think that with Elise being as terrible as he has been, I think I put Ayew there.
Ayew can win fouls, so I think Elise as an impact sub would make more sense. But I see what Tristan's going with, because we could use Elise's pace to rip their fullbacks, but at the same time, Elise's
Cucurella defensively has struggled against a tricky winger.
Mahrez
gave him a terrible time.
Oh, he's rubbish, Cucurella. It's a flop, biggest flop of the season.
Imagine
for the money they spent on him. £62 million.
I'm nervous for neither fans. I'm really nervous.
Brighton
are so happy they've done that, you know.
Big dub for Brighton, that.
Sideshow Curly Bob. Mad.
Cool. All right, Stacey, let's run this combined.
I just want to know how much for Zaha if any team wants to get him in.
Well, you can get him for free in the summer, mate. All right, Hanno. So let's get into this combined 11. So in this combined 11, you must have minimum 3 players from each squad. So, for example, you have to have at least 3 Chelsea players, or you have to have at least 3 Palace players, and the rest of the team can be filled up how you like. So I'm going to say a position, and you're going to tell me the player. And then if we have a disagreement, we'll talk about it after you've created your 11. So
and the player must be available for the game.
Yes. So goalkeeper. Who will you go for, Hannah?
Kepa. Don't have anyone else to go with. No?
All right. Left back.
Oh, tough one. It's a tough one. Go Mitchell. I'll go Mitchell.
You know what's mad? How this time last year we were debating who's the better left back in the league. Now we're debating which one's worse.
Oh, word.
Left centre back.
Let's go. Silva.
Ah, yeah.
Right centre back.
Who plays on your right?
Joachim Anderson.
Chalobah Anderson. Yeah, Anderson.
Sorry, I'm not meant to pick a team, but I'll just make that easier for you.
Right back.
Whoever you lot got. I don't know.
Oh, good.
Because Aspi, no.
Nathaniel Klein over Aspilicueta. What is this?
Wow.
Okay, boys, I'm not going to lie.
Chelsea.
I didn't expect a team that can't defend to have most of the defenders in this combined 11. But we'll carry on. Hanno, first midfielder.
The Correa and Jorginho.
Attacking midfielder.
Just for the banter, go Gallagher. I could put Mount there, but yeah.
Left wing.
Just put in all your attackers to be.
Whoa! This is mad.
Oh my word.
There's so
right
little
wing, we
faith.
don't have anyone. Wait, can Ulisse play on the left? Can he play on the left?
No, he can't. As a hard player's there.
He's left-footed, but he's best suited on the right.
Okay. Put Ziyech there. Put Ziyech right wing. Ziyech.
And up top.
Havertz or Edward? Let's go Edward. He's at least a striker. So yeah. Okay.
Boys, I'm not gonna lie. I never thought you get so many players in there.
No, neither did I. I never thought I'd see that.
And we are crap. So what I'd like to do is, Hanif, would you like to change any of this combined 11? You have to have at least 3 players.
some guy in the comments is like Aber up too long. Oh my word. Apparently, I'm in Chelsea.
Chino.
Oh, and also
I would take. I think I'll take how Felix over Edward.
He's not ready for the game. It's only
it's suspended. I wouldn't have Jorginho in there. I just wouldn't. For me, I just wouldn't. I'd have Cover in there if Cover's fit.
We can put him there.
That's a listen. Look, that's about it, really.
Yeah. Mount for Gallagher.
No. I put Eze in there, to be honest. 100%. Mount's been trash this season for Chelsea for you. Lot.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Put Kovacic where Jorginho is. I'll take Jorginho out.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Oh, good.
And if on Kovac, does your fan base actually rate him? Because I think he's brilliant.
Yeah,
they don't. You need to understand, Rich. It's a fan base that's been spoiled. It's a spoiled fan base. They don't understand the concepts of football. So, when people say to me, "We're having a bad season," we should have been here maybe 3 or 4 seasons ago. I saw this 3 or 4 seasons ago, but we won the Champions League. That papered over a lot of cracks, and we became a cup team that just about was finishing in the top. Listen, look, in terms of Cover, he's world class. The problem with Cover is he's injury prone, and he's always been brought back too early, too soon. And when he is at his best, he is unstoppable. He's one of the best midfielders in the Premier League. There's a reason this guy was at Real Madrid. You need to remember this guy won things, but people don't remember that because Chelsea players are always judged as a team rather than individuals or what they've done previously. We are in a bad way. I knew this was going to happen, and listen, we just gotta. I think the short term, this season and next season, is going to be tough. But I think in the long term, in terms of the players that we seem to have signed, they're very young, and there's a lot of good talent there. To be fair with you, if we didn't have the Chelsea badge, you know what? It's basically Crystal Palace to a certain degree. We're like you guys. To be fair, it's just that we're paying 10 times, maybe 100 times the amount for the players and for their salaries. But it's a bit similar to what Palace are doing, and I think in the long term it will reap its rewards. But until that time, we're just gonna have to just bite our tongue and accept that the players are not playing for the shirt, and the manager can't get the best out of them. And I just hope. My only thing is this, though. I think we need to take a look at Ten Hag. He drops players when they're not performing. Mount was never dropped under Tuchel. He doesn't seem to be dropped under Potter. That's my only criticism of Potter. Drop your players that are not playing well in your system. That is my only criticism. I don't mind losing, but that is my only criticism of Potter. If your players are not performing and Mount's been hot and cold, it's not all down to him. But when you're not playing well, you have to be dropped. It doesn't matter who you are, but we'll see what happens. Top 7 is on.
Just going to address some of the comments. Obviously, had some people jumping in and then actually That was a clever idea from Hannah. I've never thought of us doing that before, but Hannah's going to share his potential 11 for the game, and then we'll do score predictions and we'll wrap it up there and stuff. So, big up Chino, who's here. Yeah, we got Man United on Wednesday as well, man. That was the worst time to schedule that game. Like, we've already got enough tricky fixtures as it is, and a thin squad. Yep, just chuck in some more games. Cheers, Premier League. Big up Slow Sports News. Welcome. Hopefully you buy someone. I don't know if we can get you selling any more players, to be honest. Big up Hazard. Hope you're doing well, my guy.
There's a few players we need to release at the end of the season, but we'll get into that.
Yeah.
Might as well make a whole starting 11 of that.
Oh, we have a whole starting 11 of players.
You know what I mean?
Hey, big up Adson. I hope that feeling comes true where Jassy, there's a lot we need to do. Big up Luke as well.
Do you know what?
Massive game this weekend as well.
You see Anton's comment yet? I want a rerun of 2017 away at Stamford Bridge.
Oh, what a time.
Benteke and Zaha settings. I
was there.
Classic.
Away. Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, I still remember that game.
That was the most stressful game I've ever been to, because it was, I think all the goals were scored inside 12 minutes, and we just hung on until the end. It was so stressful.
That's crazy.
I was on a plane.
And then we got two people stretchered off as well. That was
Oh, yeah. I heard about that.
I was on a plane full of Chelsea fans on the way back. On the way over, they were all cocky. 4, 5, 6, 0, 2-1. I was like, what happened there?
Yeah.
What happened there? They were like, oh, the referee was against us. I'm like, big man, it weren't that deep. Just you held court. Just accept it. But we moved.
Yeah, me and my dad were in the car.
Chino, pause.
Yeah, just for clarification, we had a channel meeting, and I got told off by JC for interrupting people when they were talking to put up stuff like this and interrupting their flow. So I did wait this time round. I hope you're happy with me, JC, that I've waited. But Chino, my brother, this comment is wild.
You know how we have and it's gone. We need a pause one.
We need to get a pause, but definitely. We definitely need to get
Where's Martin? Martin's quick on the pause watch.
Ferbs is the creator of pause. Gosh, he doesn't miss a trick. Big up Solo from Man United Agenda. Hope you're doing well, my guy. I'll just see who else has jumped in. I think that's pretty much everyone. And Hanif Chino saying that you're a United fan and such. I know. What would be your starting 11? And obviously, Hanif, you can say whether you agree or not.
I shared my screen so you can pull it up there. So Kepa, Cucurella, Silva, Chalaba, Aspi, Latina, Kovacic, all is a midfielder. Might sound weird, but I think play him there. Chukwuemeka, Havertz, Ziyech. We might just go with Kovacic, Jorginho, and Mount again, but once also play, I want Chukwuemeka to get a start. He was good. He was good when he did play and come on against City. It was good. So I wish I could put somebody else there. But
I wouldn't mind Chukwuemeka on loan.
I'll take him happily.
Well, he is a midfielder. He is a midfielder that played there once. Koulibaly is not injured, but he's been. If you watch that Fulham game, the past games, he's not been it. It's not been it. So yeah.
Just a genuine question. So you've got Hall there, but he's faceless. How did you do that bit? Because we've had to put like some random guys in.
They don't have his face. I can search it up again.
So what do you have to do to actually just type a name in and have a blank face?
No, I just put in his name.
Oh, he's Chelsea. That's why.
Oh, he is actually there. but just no
So-
face. Okay,
Yeah,
fair
yeah,
enough.
yeah. You thought I was just crap. That's what.
No. I thought that Hanno created. I thought he created his own one where he typed the name himself. Because you know
If-
how normally you put it like you put George where for like just any random like last time. So I was like,
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
generally answer and such.
But yeah, that's the lamp I would go with. I think Ziyech has been a bit inconsistent, but he hasn't really gotten through it. Game, so he's probably gonna start. So hopefully can do something. So, yeah, I don't know.
Hanno, what do you think of Havertz?
We don't have anyone else. That's what
No, that's not what I mean. What do you think of Havertz?
Is he hit and miss? Is hit and miss? But he's been poor recently.
When's he been good, Hanno? For one
Um,
game, Champions League final.
yeah,
Hanno, you have to ask yourself the question. The guy is a good player, but the league's not for him. The game's
yeah,
too quick for him in the
the
Premier
league
League.
isn't for him.
It's when you watch his game, he's basically like Olivier Giroud. He needs another person with him up top, and you'll get the best out of him. That formation does not get the best out of Havertz. It just doesn't, because you need Pulisic on that left hand side, and if Ober's not available and Felix isn't, then obviously you play Havertz. I would give Havertz half first half. If it's not going well, I'd just give somebody else. I'd play Pulisic up front. It's just not.
Pulisic's injured. Pulisic is injured.
Right. Okay. So if he's injured, right, then we are struggling. But I would only disagree with your. I would only disagree with your fullback. I think we. I know Chile's just come back. If he's available, I take Aspi off and I play Chile on the right hand side, or I put Cucurella on that side and I put Chile on the left. Purely because you know what, we don't have anything on the way in the fullback areas. And I know Aspi's a legend and all this and all that, but we need creativity, we need pace, and we need someone who's going to do a job. We need more attacking flair rather than defensive flair. And I'll be honest with you, I think it's going to be a struggle. I think Palace know that we're struggling, and the whole league knows we're struggling. And I think the Palace fans, there's a confidence there, thinking, you know what, forget the point, we can take all three against this team, because they're so low in confidence that their last win is probably a number of weeks ago. So I would just go for the result rather than the performance. But I just don't see. I think the players have given up. I think the players have given up with it this season, and I think that's why he's become a bit of a. I think Potter's become a bit of a target as a result of that. The British press are not making that much of it because obviously he's one of their favourites. But yeah, it's gonna be tough. Listen, I called it a draw. I don't think we're gonna get more than. I just don't see where the goals are coming from. I really don't see the goals. That's unless it's Silva scoring a couple of set pieces. I think Palace are clearly ahead of us, especially at home, and I think the fans will be the 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th man. JC will probably run on and probably score a goal if he has to. But yeah, we're gonna struggle, I think.
Cool. Right. Before we get into actual predictions across the panel here, obviously the predictions league is back. There are 3 separate deadlines. You've probably missed one of them already. Or 2 of them actually, because the second deadline was 7 p.m. and such. But when we'll calculate it all together and show the updated score before on the Newcastle preview. Yeah, so that would obviously cover all the games that I've played over the weekend and next week as well. So
Too many
games. So many games, yeah. Here were the last round of fixtures. So when we obviously played Spurs, which leads to the current overall score. I tell you what, it is congested in that middle pack as such. I'm just hoping I can stay clear because I could easily get dragged back into that, Like Nicky
Rich is being humble. Rich is just being humble. Rich is laughing inside.
No. After you've seen what Nate and Nicky's done the last couple of weeks, like they were like distant. And now they're in the thick of the action and stuff. So here's the overall one of those who obviously get involved as well from the community and such. So it's you have one bad week, it's a problem and stuff. CM has
I've had. Hang on a second. I've had 2 bad weeks in a row.
Yeah, you've had.
And that's why you've been like literally drawn back into it. Like it's crazy. Regarding all our guests, did I click it? Yeah, I did. Jack is still top, and Grace is still bottom. That hasn't changed just yet. So Hanif has sent me over his predictions. Obviously, he'll be representing the guests over the weekend. I'll stick their Discord in a minute and such. So, Hado, score prediction.
1-1. 1-1.
Cool. Hanif, do you want to tell everyone what your score prediction was?
I think I went 1-1 as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Cool. And Tristan?
I'll say there's 2-0 Chelsea. The fact we're struggling to beat Southampton and Forest, I mean, why would I have any confidence us beating Chelsea? Even the second team would pattern us up. So, yeah, 2-0. It's going to be a bad day in the office again for Palace as per usual.
Yeah, and obviously myself, JC and Nate, you'll see our one when we obviously reveal the results next week. Now, hopefully, especially since he did manage our rivals, we'll let the Chelsea manager continue to age like fine wine. In 4 months. Yeah, in 4 months.
Oh my God.
Because like they made a big deal of it in the newspapers actually, like he had a mad glow up.
Jesus Christ, that's horrendous.
Yeah, it's not looking good.
Man got a trim, yeah. Like a proper nice trim when he left Brighton, and he never went back to the barbers ever again. He just picked up the alcohol.
I'll tell you what, whoever's running Brighton, you know what, you guys need to look into that, because whoever's running them, like whoever's making those decisions, incredible. I'm telling you, the guy they've brought in, it doesn't, they're not missing Potter. They're just like, listen, we've got the next best thing, but he's from Italy or wherever he's from. I'll give him a lot of credit for that.
Yeah, 100%. Cool. I guess that wraps it up, man. There's not much more to say than it's a big 6-pointer for that race for a top 10 finish.
Well, to be fair, I will say this: we need revenge for Gallagher's worldie, because that was
100%.
That was painful. Because you know what's crazy? We actually didn't deserve to lose that game.
No, that's what made it worse. It's one thing to lose, but it was like that was never the goal that should have won it. But of course, it had to be him. It was like we said it all at the end of last season. Don't fall in love with a lone player. And look what happened.
You're not wrong. You could just see it coming. Now I remember sitting there and he came on. I was like, oh God, watch what's going to happen. And
speaking of lone players, can I just touch on something in the League Cup in the week? Charlton fans, you man are holding a big L. You blew Wan-Bissaka, but Rak-Saki's playing for you on loan from us. Sort it out.
Make it make sense.
You couldn't write it. It's like, wait, they're booing an ex-Palace player, but they've got a player from Palace on loan.
On loan, yeah. Typical Charlton fans.
All right, before we wrap up, let's see. Sheena, you're such a wind-up, you know.
Hopefully City do boys out of the way for us. That'd be what we need them to do.
Hazard, I saw your comment is Sterling injured. Yes, apparently he's got a massive injury list, but it's gonna mean nothing because Kepa will probably score against us.
We'll probably get banned because that's just what happens.
Who will probably score a hat-trick against us, the young guy? You know what I mean? No, that's
is it an early kickoff? Or is it
2 o'clock?
2
o'clock on a Sunday.
2, yeah, something like that.
2 o'clock, I think, yeah.
Could be 0-0. We'll take that. No, the head of the goat. Yeah, actually, and yeah, you were sending him smoke as well. So, boy,
Man was talking the most. Bear in mind, it weren't JC sending that smoke. Because me and JC it's just direct competition. But I was like, all right, we'll see.
this is it. And big up, Mutta. Palace players were confused that Connor was still.
Oh no, you're not wrong after watching that goal he scored against us, mate. Jesus.
Right, let's get everyone to shout out where you can find them. I mean, listen, honestly, Hanno, I know like you in South Africa, obviously you got like a power cut situation. So thank you so much for still being able to make it. Let everyone know where they can find you.
Yeah, Coach's Corner. Yeah, they're on YouTube. And Instagram _coach_corner.
So where's your at again?
_coach_corner.
No, point to it, Hannah. We need to just make sure you've got this correct.
Oh,
Not quite. It's not there. It's the other side.
okay, fair enough. But yeah, Twitter _coach corner. Follow me there and subscribe to the clips and the Coach's Corner clips. So yeah, Rich and the Palace fans, hopefully we can do you over once again. And enough. But yeah, yourself.
Big up, Henry.
Hey, big up, boys. Thank you so much. Yeah, you can find me on here. You can find me on various other YouTube channels when I'm invited. But yeah, I'm just keeping myself busy, out of trouble, and yeah, you know, come on, Chelsea. Let's see if you can get 3 points in January. But I don't see that happening. But yeah, you can find me on 532_pod on Instagram. Big up.
Wicked. And you good news, Anif. Get amped. Will be returning after this crazy fixture pile up.
About time.
I know it's been a while. Ah, sorry. My bad. Wrong button. I kicked Tristan out. Sorry.
Oh, it's fine. Yo, my people, make sure to like, share, subscribe to my channel, Tristan03. You know what it is, the best vlogger in the Palace business right now. Yeah, road to 3K, like I said.
Ooh.
Check out my Crystal Palace versus Chelsea preview out now. It's uploaded a couple of hours ago. And yeah, going to the game Sunday. Looking forward to the away day and bantering the Chelsea fans compared to the result. So yeah, who knows what's going to happen. And pray for Palace as well.
I feel like that's a shot at me, Tristan.
That wasn't a shot. No, I swear
I
to
feel
God.
like it's a shot
I
at
did not
me,
intentionally
Tristan. I'm
mean
not
it.
gonna lie.
I did not intentionally mean. I swear down.
Right.
I did not intentionally mean that at all.
All right.
I swear to God.
Yes, my people, the at is there. Remember to watch the best Chelsea Palace vlog in the game. Yeah. The best one. I'll find Tristan and I'll get him in my vlog. I'm not going to be in his, don't worry.
Oh, God.
JC, if you are in his vlog will be 10 times better.
No, I'm not going to be in his vlog. He's going to be in my one. I'm going to use his name for views.
Please joke.
It's a boy eagle-eyed Nate, always talking ish on eagle-eyed football. You know where to find me. All the socials are there, so let's keep it moving.
And listen, this is what we do. We're a family out here. We can fight each other for days. You know?
Hey, listen, if anybody knows about banter, it's Nicky. Because he's had everything hit him this year.
100%. So yeah, no, obviously you're doing the most with those vlogs.
I appreciate it. Yeah, big up to you lot as well for the chance.
We're just getting new ideas. That's what we're doing.
We just need another West Ham away Tristan vlog because that was just scenes.
100%.
Brings back the memories of the good days.
Yeah, listen, guys, before we go, and on behalf of our beloved club, let's remind you of charity professional Football Club.
Have you got a player at your club that's so bad that he can't score for love or money? Well, luckily for you, there's a football club that will take care of that for you with absolutely no fees necessary to pay. And you might be thinking to yourself, wait, what kind of club was that? Well, luckily for you, that club is called Charity Professional Football Club. We excel at making bang average footballers look like world beaters. For more information, call us on 0800 1861 1905. That number again is 0800 1861 1905.
Up the Palace, boys.
Oh, the
Up the Palace people.
Peace.
Up the house.
Eagles.